There you are. There you are. Good evening, my little tins of marrowfat peas, and a very warm welcome indeed to Tuesday Night Live. And I am absolutely thrilled to be back with you again. Oh, quite frankly, I'm on the verge of orgasmic joy. I'm so looking forward to this wonderful hour of community togetherness as we wave away Tuesday and we welcome in Wednesday. Hump day, darlings, the middle of the working week as was. And of course, half day closing in my home village of Gleneath. And we will be doing so in the company of our perennial and permanent pals, our matching pair of his and hers highly powered hedgehogs of truth. You know how to deploy them. If you don't, ask in the comments and you will be told. We have got something to open. And given that it's addressed to Ben Dover, we've got to fear the worst, darlings. We've got to fear the worst. We'll hope for the best, but we have to fear the worst. And obviously, there is a strong possibility that we've got more pants. We've had crotchless ones, we've had stained ones, we've had enormous ones. Christ knows what we're in for tonight. But we will find out in due course. Now then, Two-Ton Ted the Tenting Tin is making a welcome reappearance, and he's going to get a goodly Mr. Tickle. The Netty Petty Piss Pot will not be with us. She is not getting a tickle tonight, but Sean's box is present and correct and ready to receive a jolly good pounding. And God knows how many more he can take before. And of course, as we proved last night, we have our community portable electronic telephonic device upon which you could, some would argue should, and I'm dreading that you will, leave a voice note. So all that's left for me to do at this point is to leap headfirst into you and your comments, which are, of course, the meat and potatoes of this chicken and mushroom pot noodle, in which we are identifying as those electric twirly forks that you used to be able to get many years ago. If you ate 6,423 pot noodles, got the little voucher thing off the side and sent them off with £2.50 to cover postage and packing, and your electric fork would arrive in 28 days or within 28 days, something like that. Anyway, I just hope that you're all jolly well. Can't wait to say hello to you all, which I'm going to do after I have had a goodly slurp, a dirty slurp, a proper slurping of my wine. And I'm very much looking forward to that because it is very well earned. And tonight is going to be a night of celebration, darlings, because today a magnificent thing happened. So, my little angel delights, cheers. Your very good health. Bottoms up if you're lucky, lads. Up yours if you're not careful, ladies. Don't be taken unawares. Keep your hand on your halfpennies. That's my advice. And with optimism and joy surging through my veins, and integrity and sincerity oozing gently out of my back bottom, to each and every one of you, with love, get stuffed. Thank you so much. Here we go. Oh, 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 oh. Lovely. Ooh. Lovely. Right then. I will scroll back as far as I possibly can, and I will tell you that joining us tonight, in no particular order of merit, appearance, height, or bra size, we have the lovely Simone, hooked on classics, Richard, Paulie Galtieri, of course, the fabulous Stu, 69 Fouquet. We've got Steve Cole, we've got Carl of the Lockpick, we've got Peter P all the way from Finland, we've got David C, we've got the fabulous Tonic, we've got the one and only Jimmy Quinn. We are also blessed with... Who are we also blessed with? Oh, we are thrice blessed with Wrinkles 55. We right, okay. We are honoured to be joined by the Right Honourable Nigel, Minister for Filth and Perversion. Hello, mate. Follow the Candlelight is with us, and that's just nothing less than a joy. Honestly, if we were a beef sandwich, darlings, then Follow the Candlelight would be the spicy horseradish that just made everything so much better. Oh, yes. Who else have we got? The Yorkshire Nomad is here and says, and I'm back. You are, Peter, you are. And I hope you are safe and relatively warm. Oh, as does Wrinkles. Great minds are thinking alike there. Full of hope. Good evening. Bit chilly where Full of Hope is. It's a bit bloody chilly here as well. Josh Homan joins us all the way from New York. Who else are we blessed with? Oh, we are wonderfully blessed with the one and only Mark Persad. Mark Persad, the man for whom I have to thank for my wonderful motorhome slippers. Not my granny booties, you horrible swine, you. Good evening, Mark. Clary Cat is with us, probably the person in the chat most local to me. Wine is a wonderful thing. Who else are we blessed with, I wonder? Jimmy, don't encourage him. Greg McEwen is with us. A very good evening to you, sir. Steve McDonald, the lovely Steve, good evening. Cairgorn 1, good evening. Barry Scrotter, a splendid evening. Niska, hey to you all. Mike P, the fabulous Mike P. Boaty always misses the candle with the cloth, says Steve Cole. Well, I try to. We don't want to burn the place down, do we? Jonathan, a very good evening to you. JB3, Jim Bob III, hello. Survive, Thrive 25, good evening to you. Oh, who else? Who else, I wonder? I see post parking ticket, insurance compensation. It's going to be pants. It's addressed to Ben Dover. It's going to be pants, let's face it. And I mean, literally, I don't mean it's going to be something rubbish. I mean, it's going to be pants. Andrew Buttigieg joins us. Hi, Spotty Butty, of course. Alan Simpson, greetings, honourable community. Greetings to you, Alan. Yes, it's going to be more apple catcher. It's bound to be, isn't it? Jeff is with us. Very good evening. Bendover is a porn star, says Jimmy Quinn. I know he's the father of, the kid who was in that thing, Outnumbered, whatever it was called, that sitcom. Right. Chaz Brown, a very good evening to you. Dan, good evening, Dan. Thank you for joining us. I don't know why I said that like that, but I did, didn't I? Joining us. Green Shield stamps. Yes, I remember those. William Lovell, good evening to you, sir. Good evening, mate. A good evening to you. Hope you are well. Chaz Brown says, last night's show was so good. Oh God, wasn't it fun last night? Oh my God. I went to bed last night laughing so much I had tears rolling down my trouser legs. Anyway, Chaz Brown has put a note in his diary for 2026 when Netty fails the MOT. Oh dear. Steve Cole's been watching Black Adder. Did the Minister of MOT come round and sort you out? No, absolutely not a bloody sign. I can tell you that the future Minister for MOT didn't get her ass out of bed until 11 o'clock. I can say that safely because she didn't get out of bed until 11 and she went to bed tonight at 10. So she didn't even manage the full bloody 12 hours. Or no, that's wrong, isn't it? No, that's right, isn't it? 12 hours. Yeah. Didn't manage 12 hours of being awake. So she sure as hell wasn't round here. However, as I'm going to reveal in due course, a thing happened without anybody's help. I did it all on my own. Now, of course, we always need food news, and we've got some from Steve McDonald, who says dinner today was chicken with a homemade jerk and Scotch bonnet rub, baked plantain, mango chutney, and spicy rice. Oh, and it would a goodly amount. My food news breakfast was a lavishly buttered slice of toast. Lunch today, I did it. I had the emergency Frey Bentos pie, and I felt dirty afterwards. And I just had the pie. It was the minced beef and onion variety. And then I had 2 new potatoes, and I just parboiled them, and then I crushed them with with a potato masher, and then I drizzled them with garlic infused olive oil, seasoned them with sea salt and cracked black pepper, put them in with the pie, and I've put on about 2 stone today. Just looking at it, I put on a stone. Eating it, and I felt dirty afterwards, but it was bloody fantastic, so I don't care. Healthy eating, tomato darlings. Supper tonight will, of course, be staff curry. Thank you very much. Thank you for listening. This has been a public service announcement. There we are. Oh, excuse me. Jim's Hot Takes, good evening. Thank you for joining us. Josh is going to be having homemade macaroni. Matt Costello is with us. How fabulous. Evening, mate. And a very good evening to you, Matt. It's wonderful to have you with us. Thank you for saying hello. Barry Scratter says, I haven't eaten much today. A lot going on, a bit anxious. I'm sure it will pass. I hope it does. Kurgon 1 had steak and eggs earlier and a prawn and mushroom katsu curry tonight. Oh, steak. I am having steak this week, courtesy of Jimmy. Thank you, Jimmy. Haven't had it yet, but it's going to happen. It was a fun one last night. It really was. Pop 57, good evening. You sounded like Jackie Gleason just then, Boaty, joining us. Bloody hell, Jackie Gleason. Hedgehog of Truth question. Boaty, do your Lloyd Grossman impression in a sexual context? Well, that's not a question, so that cannot come under the Hedgehog of Truth. But I will give you a quick, well, I've just cogitated. There you go. You're welcome. Oh, you dear Matter, you're fair play. Steve's still picking away at his kebab. I haven't had a kebab forever. but I might do next Monday. I'm still thinking about going to the Milkston Road in Rochdale next Monday. I really am. Oh, yes. What part of Netty did you fix, asks Josh. Well, should we do this now? Right, it wasn't an MOT fix, I will admit that, but I fixed the table. I did fix the table. I woke up this morning feeling incredibly positive about everything. Incredibly positive, full of confidence and piss and vinegar. Now, yesterday, because I was all a bit flustered and all over the place, I left Netty in an incorrect state. I didn't open the cupboard doors, so they would get condensation. So, I didn't take the plant out from travelling, so that was getting sunlight. And so I went down to do that today to make sure she was all present and correct and right. And I thought, sod it. I took some tools with me, and I thought, I had Tonic's voice ringing in my ears, and the thought of being shamed by the formerly Right Honourable MELANIE Panini coming round and doing a job that I really ought to be able to do myself. And I thought, I am going to do this table. I thought, I am going to do this table. So I took the table apart, inspected the floor mounting, which is where the problem lay, and decided that I knew how to fix it. So I got my big boy's drill out. I extended a couple of pilot holes. I deployed some screws that were double the size of the ones that I was previously using. And I then used all of my manly strength, a considerable amount. Oh, yes. And torqued all of the screws up, and the table is fabulous. The floorboard is no longer standing proud. The floor is exactly as it should be, and the table is even better than it was before. The table is rock solid and looking fabulous. So, applause, please. I did a thing successfully. Oh, God. And how pleased and proud was I. I ran 17 laps of honour of Netty, and every single one I was clutching my little tinkle with excitement. Oh, yes. So I'm genuinely so chuffed with myself. Oh, that table. Anyway, I won't go on about it because I talk about that in today's video, I think. Do I? Did I? Have I? I can't remember what I said. You just rattle on for half an hour and you forget. I think I talked about it. Yes, I did. I'm sure I did. Oh, and thank you to everybody who watched today's Daily Diary, and everybody who liked it, and everybody who hyped it, and everybody who commented on it. Thank you very much. And I have to say, it's doing rather well. So thank you. Right. And happy birthday again, Mike. Simone says a voice note has been strapped to a firework and shoved through Windybum's letterbox. Who else? Are we joined by anybody new that I haven't mentioned yet? Or are we now just chatting amongst ourselves? Let me have a look. Mod Hubnut is with us. Mod Hubnut, a very good evening to you, Mr. Seabrook. And thank you for your moderation efforts. We are all grateful. Dan says, is that the actual Ian Seabrook here, or is it fake? No, it is the actual Ian. You can't tell, but he's muttering through his beard and drinking tea as he is moderating. Oh, be convinced, Dan. It is definitely the real Ian. Well, I say that. I'll let you into a little trade secret. It's not always Ian. Both Ian and Carly have access to the mod hub nut, and sometimes they do it together, and sometimes they just take turns. So sometimes it's Ian, sometimes it's Carly. I'm letting you into all the secrets tonight, aren't I? Oh, I shouldn't really. Colin 1890 is with us. A very good evening to you. Follow the candlelight, had sausages for dinner. He's picking the card up tomorrow. Oh, ouch. 623 quid bill. Oh, dear me. Dear me. Yes, that is a... When Boaty gets his drill out, he means business, says Chaz Brown. You know. You know. No, I didn't screw through the fuel line. I was careful. I checked. Well done on the table fix. Thank you. Thank you very much. I am so proud. A long, hard screw in Netty. Peter P, that's going to happen one of these days. One of these days. That's on my bucket list. That's on my bucket list. One of these days, through some kind of witchcraft, black magic, possibly drugs, I'm going to get a significant other, and I'm going to give them the best 13.5 seconds of their life in Netty. You see if I don't. Stop going on about the fuel lines, you lot. They're absolutely fine. No, not the brake pipe either, Jimmy. No, Nigel. They're not going to get stuck on a bloody speed bump. I've done a good job. Just accept it. I just watched the one on Netty's MOT today, says Josh. Well, so did everybody else. It only went up late this afternoon. It's me. Thanks, Boaty, mate, says Mod Hubnut. And I assume that's Ian rather than Carly, because Carly doesn't normally call me mate. That's an Ian thing. Carly calls me Tiger. I don't know why. I've never asked her. And I get a bit concerned about it because I know that Ian can see the messages, and I'm sure he won't take offence at that. Ah, Magni is with us. A very good evening. Good old Carly. She certainly would moderate, Boaty. You don't get Mod Hubnut on Hubnut, says Richard. Well, there you are, you see. So sorry to hear Netty failed her MOT, says Julian. Julian Dunn 15. I do mobile welding, but I'm not needed. Thankfully, you're not. Not yet, anyway, but keep in touch. You probably will be at some point for one of the fleet. Oh, do you know, I was having daydreams this evening about what the fleet will be when I've got more money than sense. And I was thinking about where I'm going to go. And I'll tell you where I'm going to go. When I've got more money than I know what to do with, he said, hopefully, I'm going to let my OCD kick in, and I'm going to do the complete 0707. So as you know, I have got a 207, a 307, and a 407 Peugeots, and they are all from 2007. Well, I'm going to add to them a 107, a 107, a 607, and an 807. And one of them will have a roof tent on it. One of them might be converted into a car camper, van, day thingy. Oh, I've got plans, darlings. I've got plans. Boaty, I watched 5 minutes of today's, and that was enough. Thank you, Jimmy. You're going to share it with the community, right, Boaty? What? What am I going to share? And I've actually caught up, thank God. Wrinkles 55 has also got a 207. Na, 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 na. They're fabulous, aren't they, Wrinkles? I'll be honest, I love my 207. That is that's the most recent addition to the fleet. Those 807 look decent for a car camper, says K-Gun1. I think it was Alan Simpson's idea, but yeah, they do, and yeah, it's something that I am planning to do, you know, when I've got more money than sense. Right, voice note, darlings.
Boaty.
Hello.
Found that box as if you woke up in a nunnery.
Oh.
With the horn.
Oh.
And they all had big boobs.
Oh.
Twat.
I was waiting for that. I was waiting for that. Right then, darlings, it's box pounding time. We will begin with 2-ton Ted the Tentington, who's going to get a Mr. Tickle. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Bosh. In we go. That's 2-ton Ted sorted. And we move on to Sean's box. One box. One of the King's pounds, although it's got his mum's face on it. I wonder when we're going to get coins with Charlie's on them. I mean, we've got notes. We haven't got coins yet, have we? Anyway, 3, 2, 1. Oh, straight in. How disappointing. How disappointing. Something of an anticlimax there, darling. But, we'll just have to deal with that, won't we? So remember, each and every one of you, remember where you were tonight as we celebrate the magnificent fixing of the table. What a day. What a day. Right, back to the comments. One could be a guest room Airbnb. Subscribers could stay in the car beside Netty. Oh, I like that idea, Survive Thrive. I like that idea, actually. I'm gonna screenshot that, because that's just, I've suddenly got about 15,000 ideas floating around in my mind now. What a great idea, because it might not just be, oh, I've got loads of thoughts about that now. Loads of thoughts about that. Oh, I could do all sorts at Lickpenny and other places with, hope you didn't hear that. That was a wine burp. I'm not proud, but neither am I ashamed. That is a really well done, Survive Thrive. You have just given me another 10 years worth of ideas, planning, and other things. My 207 is called the Tank, says Wrinkles. Well, mine is called Madame Fanny. Kay Camper, the lovely Ange is with us. Evening, Boaty. Evening, everyone. And well done you for being awake at bloody 11:30. It's a ridiculous time. I do apologise that these things are so late, but we have to work around the restaurant, unfortunately. When I'm rich and famous and YouTube is earning me more than £78.49 per month, I'll give up the restaurant and we can just do this all day and all night. And we can all get to bed at a decent time. Big boobs, you say, Simone, says Buddy Scratter. JB71 joins us. Hello to you all. Too many to name. I agree. Jim's Hot Take says, I have a 15-plate Transit Custom with, bloody hell, 513,000 on the clock. Never been welded. Still on the same engine and box. Goodness me. We had a 307, says K-Gun1. I think it was for a bit. Yeah, it was okay. Absolutely, says Alan. I thought an 807 would be a perfect car camper, and I found an 07 plate one for sale near me, Boaty. It was perfect. That's going to happen. that's going to happen. I love the idea of an 807. And that would probably be the first one that I would go for. So that could happen, especially now that I've got all of these ideas of a subscriber Airbnb park next to type of thing. Yeah. The pitch next door to my seasonal. I could book that out now and then and have that as a subscriber pitch, and you could stay in. Oh, I'm getting loads of thoughts now. Loads of thoughts. I confidently predict that an 807 will happen next year. You heard it here first. Boaty, have you ever met Enya? No. No. I'm not disappointed when he goes straight in, says Steve McDonald. Uh, 807s are rare now, Alan, says Richard. They are, but, you know, they're out there. Have some netty nookies, says Colin. I would love to. Oh, a 504 diesel estate. They were an amazing car. An amazing car. I haven't been dipping into Sean's box. I promise you. Hedgehog of truth, I have absolutely not been dipping into Sean's box. They must just be settling or something. I would not cheat. Anytime in the past, before we were going for the big full up, anytime I dipped in and swapped coins for notes, I told you. But I haven't done it on this occasion, and I wouldn't. That is, I don't know why some get stuck. I mean, just lift it up. You can tell it hasn't been dipped into. Oh, wet belt engines. Yes, they're not the best, are they? They're not the best. Lived with a mate who just, his change on a table suggested it was counted. Turned out to be 300 quid, says Stu. Steve McDonald says, I'm happy with my 308cc and I've just fully serviced it. I think they're fabulous. I think they are fabulous. Survive Thrive says you could also go on a UK netty tour and park in their subscriber's garden, get into a chef's uniform and cook them a fine dining meal. No. Yeah, it's a no to that one. Your last idea was brilliant. That one, no. Greg McEwen says, who is the rudest celebrity you've met? Probably me when I used to be a semi-celebrity. The rudest celebrity. Oh, well, it's Edmonds, isn't it? Well, it's the two obvious ones. You'll all be screaming at the screen now. Edmonds and Mansell. Right. If you're new here, you won't know this. But I had run-ins with both Noel Edmonds and Nigel Mansell. And I will go to the grave regretting not giving them both a bloody good smack in the mouth. They both, on separate occasions, committed the worst sin that one man can commit unto another. So I think that makes them the rudest celebrities that I've ever met. Most of the celebs that I've knocked about with have been absolutely lovely. You know, always name dropping again. You know, Guy, I've been lucky enough to have, you know, celebrity pals and in the past, and they've all been lovely. Yeah, they have. JC was a little bit moody, but even he was a good one at heart. I have 4 camper vans in my yard, says Julian. There's a Hobby 700 here that has no owner. He dropped dead last year. Right. Good night, Boaty and peeps, says Mike P. Good night to you, and good night to Netty Kutch. So living in Lickpenny would be like those gated communities for posh Americans. Well, I suppose something along those lines. Hello, everybody. From a monsoony Mansfield, says Sam's dad always. It's a bit wet and wild here too, mate. I thought you said Noel Edmonds. Oh, you did. I'd kick your ass, you lanky tosser, says Sir Nigel Mansell. Bloody wouldn't, mate. You bloody wouldn't. You've got no idea how lucky you were. You have got no idea how lucky you were. If we'd have been anywhere else other than your golf club with all of your people around you, I would have given you a slap because you deserved it. If we'd have been anywhere else, mind you, if we'd have been anywhere else, you probably wouldn't have done it, would you? Noel Edmonds has only got one helicopter now. Someone stole his grass cutter. Oh dear. Oh, and Jimmy says Mansell would have kicked your ass, Boaty. Would he bugger? Would he bugger? I was in my prime when that happened. I was in my absolute prime. No way. Absolutely no way. Mansell, you're kidding. I would have been, the Mansell incident, I would have been, right, let's figure this out. So it would have been 2001 was America, 2002 was Ukraine, 2003. I would have been 32 years old. 32 years old. And you reckon that Mansell would have kicked my ass when I was 32? Not a hope. Not a hope. I was still in shape then. You're having a laugh. You're having a giraffe. Boaty, anytime you want to throw hands, says Sir Nigel. Nigel, we're both, I thought we'd buried the hatchet. We're both a bit past it now. We're old men, for God's sake. I wouldn't enjoy beating you up now, and I certainly wouldn't enjoy being beaten up by you or anybody else. Look, we're past all that, but you got away with it. Think yourself lucky. You got away with it. Bloody Mansell. Oh. I mean, in fairness, if I had to grade the two of them, Mansell and Edmonds, Edmonds was worse because Edmonds went a step further than Mansell. So Edmonds was the worst of the two. Oh, dear. Oh, is Sherry here? Have I missed Sherry joining us? Have I? Somebody's mentioning her. Oh, can't see her. Oh, well, anyway. Hello, Sherry, if you are indeed here. Oh, yes, there you are. There you are. When what goes straight in? Well, I was talking about the pound coin. God knows what other people were talking about. Maybe you, Emma Lemon, and the Greenwood should try naked mud wrestling. Well, there was that live stream at the Premier Inn. Boaty, Mansell would have sent you camping in an oxygen tent. All I can say to you, Jimmy, is that if you wanted to lose money, bet on Mansell. Hedgehog of Truth question from Richard. Beside the two you've already mentioned, which other celebrity would you like to fight? Russell Brand. I would love to give Russell Brand an almighty kicking. Can't stand the guy. Absolutely can't stand him. Yeah, that would be my first choice. There was no hesitation there, was there? I answered one of those stupid Facebook things years ago. If I had 2 minutes to kill, I'd ... and you had to put in the answer. And I wrote, probably begin with Russell Brand. You can't fight for peanuts, Boaty, says Jonathan. Well, I can't now. I certainly can't now. What about a charity boxing match? Boaty v Mansell? Not now, back in the day, yeah, totally. What do you mean Russell Brand would have me? God, you lot have got no faith in me. I used to be a fighting man. Admittedly, that was many decades ago. I reckon Mustard is handy, says Richard. He could be. I don't think he is, but he could be. Pugilist specialist. Exactly. Remember that Boaty fights dirty. Totally. Absolutely. Too right I do. Sherry says, Boaty, I missed yesterday, so I haven't found out what's going on yet. Do you have any recordings of yourself singing? Because I would love to hear you sing that Longfellow Serenade. I love that song. No, I answered this before. I haven't. Other people have. And there are, they might be out there on the internet for all that I know, if people have uploaded them, but I haven't got any. I never collected any stuff about myself. Other people collected stuff. My parents collected all of my press cuttings and on VHS video, my TV stuff when I was cycling, but that kind of never ended up with me. It got lost in whatever. Sasha had a load of studio stuff and radio stuff. Other people had a load of stuff. I've got nothing. The odd picture here and there. Right, I tell you what. Oh, hang on. The best looking celeb you've met in person. Off the top of my head, probably the unnamed but very famous ballerina that I dated. Yeah, I'll go with that. Right, let's open. Oh, God, I'm dreading this. Let's open this. Mansell would tickle you with his task to render you incapable of battle and then bop you, says Alan. Oh, God, here we go. Oh, I'm dreading this. Am I safe to... Oh, hang on, what's this? Okay. Oh, follow the candlelight. We've done the crossless underpants. We had those last week, didn't we? Ballerinas have incredible bodies, says Greg McEwen. Well, this one certainly did. Oh, yeah, really did. Right, what have we got here? Well, at least they look clean. That's something. Actually, these look fairly harmless. Yeah. That is a perfectly reasonable, sensible, elasticated pair of pants. A double reinforced gusset. A reasonable amount of frontal area, reduced for, with reduced wind resistance, but still providing a modicum of protection and yet easily pulled to one side. And to the rear, quite a nice buttock hammock there, which still, would show enough to get you in the mood. and yet would provide a reasonable amount of support for the central Buttock Valley area. I commend these to the house. I would say that is a perfectly sensible pair of pants. Let's give you a size small, which is the correct size for pants. Right, that's that dealt with. Thank you, whoever sent those. Let's move on to these. Same again. We've got a different color, but we've got exactly the same style. They are exactly the same. Yes, double reinforced gusset, reduced frontal area for better wind flow. Still some protection to the general hoo-ha area. Forgive me, mother. And you know, some but not excessive buttock coverage. I'm pleasantly surprised with those. I think those are an excellent pair of panties, and I'm going to save these, and the next Mrs. Boaty, I will present these to her as a Valentine's Day gift, saying, here, darling, some sensible and yet reasonably enticing panties for you to wear. Size small, thank you for being the correct size. So there we go. Well, that has come as a genuine relief. They're not stained, they're not enormous, they're not crotchless. Those are just two perfectly reasonable, sensible, non-idiotic pair of pants. Although, I do have to say that these are still, oh, I can't remember how they work now. Where are we? Which is the, yes, there we are. These are still the favourites. Splendid. Excellent panties there. I should give them a score out of 10, including a Bishop's ball bag, shouldn't I? Oh, should I do my Fray Bentos pie out of 10? Shall I do my Fray Bentos pie lunch a rating? Okay. Appearance, presentation, 1. Bishop's ball bag, 10. Value for money. I was going to say 4 because those pies are quite expensive, but then I probably shoplifted it. So 4/10, depending on whether I shoplifted it or bought it. And taste, that was a joke. Taste, 8.5. I've got to go 8.5. It was delicious. Oh, right. Where were we on? No overlap, big triangle of doom. Hold on, let's get back to right, back to the comments. Oh no, I'm not going there. No. The unknown ballerina remains unknown. You would have to get me very drunk. We would have to be very alone, and I would have to pat you down for recording equipment before I put a name to that splendid personage. Happy days there. Happy days. Bloody hell. That's why I love that photo of me. I mean, I look, you know, I was in my prime for that photo. And I kind of look mean and moody and magnificent and dark and brooding and hulking and had shoulders then and everything. So I love it for those reasons. But as I told you, she took it. I can remember it like it was yesterday. We were skulking in the showrooms because I don't know how. I don't know how they work. I don't know who blabs, but yeah, there were paps, and we were skulking. We just wanted to go out for dinner, and oh God! And I remember her taking that. Anyway, that's enough of that. Don't want to hear all about that. Yeah, bum. I don't watch TV or news. Say Survive Thrive, and neither do I. I don't have a TV. Not your size, Boaty, says Follow the Candlelight. Definitely not. Why don't women send me pants, says Mod Hubner. Well, because Carly would kick their shit. You should be on QVC. I'd have a great night trying all those pants on, says Stu. Oh, I could pencil that in for a night to come, couldn't I? What happens if she's fat, says Steve McDonald? If who's fat? The next Mrs. PH? She won't be. The string goes up the crack. So if you're on the internet, would it be under Jason Parry Hughes? Asked Sherry. No. Well, yes. Now, yes. Recent stuff, as in within the last 10 years or whatever, then yeah, it would be under my real name. Company's House, anything like that. Yeah, that would be under my real name. And yes, you can check me in Company's House if you really want to. And yes, you can see that I was. Oh God, these things live on forever, don't they? But when I was a singer, no, I had a different name. And when I was an athlete, no, I had a different name. And no, I'm not telling you. I probably have already, but I'm not reminding you. You want to be defective, do some defective work. It's not difficult to work out. But no, I didn't compete under this name, neither did I sing under this name. But when I did the radio and TV stuff that wasn't related to singing or athletics, then that was under this name. Obviously, YouTube is under this name. Well, Boaty, but you know, I don't hide my name. Somebody will know, and if somebody doesn't, then they will find it. Are you sure they're not for men? Fairly sure, as you say. Stephanie Newton, good evening to you. There's not much room for the nuts. I think they're for ladies. Hedgehog of Truth question. Oh, Peter P. Oh, you bastard. Are the lumpy pants still on the floor? You bastard, Peter P. Yes, but not for much longer. I'm putting them in the bin. That's it. The shame is over. No, they didn't melt into the carpet. Boaty, if you get raided by the police, says Jimmy Quinn, which I'm not expecting, but I've been raided by the police only twice in my life, and I'm really old. So that's quite good going, really, isn't it? But if you get raided by the police, wine burp, with all them knickers, you'll get arrested. Probably will. Won't be the first time. I've been arrested. How many times have I been arrested? Once, twice. That's it. Again, I'm really old and I've only been arrested twice. We should top it up to 3, shouldn't we? Before we run out of time. Well, Fray Bentos might not quite be as good as it used to be, but it's still pretty bloody amazing. Night All says, follow the candle night. Thank you for the company and the laugh. What time have we got? Oh, you might want to start saying good night, actually, because, yeah, it's kind of that time, isn't it? And I am a little bit on the knackered side, because unlike the formerly Honourable Melanie Panini, I didn't stay in bed until 11 o'clock and go back to bed at 10 o'clock. I mean, that's like an 11-hour shift, isn't it? Might as well have stayed bloody asleep. No, I got my ass up. I got into NETTY. I did something, quite frankly, amazing that I don't think that any other human being on this earth could have fixed that table in the way that I somewhat masterfully did. I've eaten a Fray Bentos pie, and you've got to be a real man to do that. The whole thing, mind you. I've been and run a restaurant and made customers happy, and we were busy tonight. 0 bookings tonight, and it was quite a busy one. And we had to do it with 1 man down because Prem, and blessings to Prem, hope he's okay. We had to send him off in an ambulance with chest pains. So hopefully all is well there. They were on the right-hand side of his chest, so I'm not fearing anything horrendous. I think it might in some way be connected with very excessive alcohol consumption yesterday. If it had been like central or to the left, then yeah, you'd panic. But on the right of the chest, you don't panic as in a life and death immediate situation, do you? But best to get these things checked out. So yeah, we've operated tonight without a tandoor chef, which means that I haven't got a bloody roti for tonight, have I? Have I got one in stock? Have I got one in the freezer? Oh, we're safe. Thank God for the emergency freezer food. So yeah, you might want to start saying your good nights, darlings. Let me thank each and every one of you for your company tonight. And again, let me thank you for supporting today's daily diary video, which at the last time of looking was doing quite nicely. Thank you. And do watch tomorrow's daily diary, because I raise an interesting, potentially interesting thought and a potential change of plan for the new year. Oh, yes. Excuse me. Jimmy, as I say, you would have to be in the same room as me without any recording equipment, and I would have to be drunk. And as you refuse to turn up to any meets, then that's not going to happen, is it? So you'll just have to guess, as will Steve McDonald. Hedgehog of Truth question from JB71. If the potential new owners of Windy Bum allowed you to stay there, but they put up the rent, Would you stay or would you still go down the motorhome plans, Boaty? JB71, this is not a cop-out, Hedgehog of Truth. It's not a cop-out, but I'm going to say watch the video tomorrow because I answer pretty much exactly that question in the video. So I have answered it, and it was Hedgehog of Truth, honest. But yeah, oddly enough, that is in tomorrow's video because I asked myself pretty much the same question. So I won't do it tonight when we're all waiting to go to bed because it's going to be in tomorrow's video. But great question, really great question, because I agonized over it myself. And I think I came up with an answer. So what's this? Oh, blimey. Oh, my God. Oh, thank you, Corey. That might make it onto a thumbnail at some point. Yeah, whizzing through a bit now. Ah, Scouse. Scouse RB1, good evening. Panties, a ton of cash on the table with your reputation. Tonic says good night to everybody. Buttock hammock. Says Sherry. And everything else you described is hysterical. What a way with words. It must be the British. Oh dear. Good night all, I'm off to bed, says Simone. I reckon you're the real Banksy, says Jonathan. Oh, Boaty, got a potential site for you to visit, says Cairgun. Milestone Caravan Park, just north of Newark, off the A1. It's got a brewery on site, club affiliated. Looks fantastic. Oh, there we are. Whizzing through now. Oh, Jim has been arrested 6 times. Well, you're clearly a badder man than me. Pete Yedo, a very good evening to you. You took one of my favourite roads, Boaty. Baslow to Ola Bar, past the Peacock Pub. Then you took the left-hand lane. Yeah, well, I was going to Sheffield, so I would have. Oh, thank you, Jeff. That's very kind of you to say. I don't know why your auto-corrupt also puts boutique instead of Boaty, but I knew what you were saying. I've never been jailed, Dan. I don't know if anybody else has. I've never even been charged, but I have been arrested. Don't ignore chest pains. That's good advice. Oh, God, Carl. Sorry to hear about that. And then there are lots of good nights from all sorts of people. Jolly Dog, hello to you. Thank you for joining us. Sorry, we're all sodding off now. I've got one very quick voice note to do, and then we are absolutely...
Before you actually leave the live stream, I thought you might need another pound that box.
Well, why not? Let's go mad. Let's finish the stream on a pounding note, shall we? Again, thank you to everybody for last night, for tonight, for all of your interaction with today's video. Please watch tomorrow's and please let me know your thoughts. When you watch it and you know what it's all about, let me know your thoughts because I'm kind of a bit excited about it. Anyway, same box, another pound, 3, 2, 1. Oh, well stuck, well stuck. Look at that. Anybody who said I've been filching from it, eat your words. That is stuck. Look at that. Still stuck. Still stuck. Still stuck. Oh, it's still stuck. Oh, okay. Now it's gone. Right then, darlings. Let me wish each and every one of you a safe and peaceful night and a good day tomorrow. May the new day bring you pleasure, may it bring you joy. At the very least, I pray that it is manageable. Yeah. And again, thank you so much for tonight and everything else. The candles will be relit tomorrow night, same time, same place, 11 o'clock here, Windy Bum, Peak District, National Park. And do please join me if you possibly can. Thank you so much. Can't wait to see you tomorrow. In the meantime, all the love in the world from me. And on that note, from me, my production team, the moderators, and every single member of the inner scrotum, be they old or new, Peugeot. And indeed, oh yes, here we go, Bosh.